Greetings everyone and welcome to my channel. It is time for 100th video anniversary special, and for that occasion I chose to react to my favorite Nightwish performance of all time. Aside from being 100th video, this is also a 1 year anniversary video for this channel. So yeah, I was really thinking how to celebrate this. And I decided to do it with something which I haven't done before, and that is by reacting to something which I know very, very well. And as I said, it's gonna be my favorite Nightwish performance of all time. Obviously, there is a lot of live performances by Nightwish that I adore, especially since Floor Jansen joined the band back in 2012, officially in 2013. And the most special one, my favorite one, is actually the first one, which I've heard because of the element of surprise, I guess, which came with it, and that was performance of Ghost Love Score, but not the one in Wacken. It is great, but it's not my favorite. It is the one in Buenos Aires 2012. I think this performance was posted around second month of Floor joining the band. She even wasn't a full-time band member at the time. She was a temporary replacement, and we all know how that went. And she is now the longest front woman of Nightwish history. And I hope it's gonna stay that way, because honestly, I would hate for Floor to leave Nightwish. So yeah, there is a lot of great live performances. I was actually really thinking if it's Ghost Love Score 2012 Buenos Aires, which I'm going to be looking at today, or is it maybe Poet and the Pendulum from Mexico City. But after deep consideration and lots of thinking, I have decided that it's going to be Ghost Love Score. That Ghost Love Score, for that first moment of hearing Floor with Nightwish, is actually what's my favorite, because that was something truly special. I might pause during this video more than I usually do, because when I listen to the new stuff, I don't want to interrupt the music, and I just give a kind of commentary while the music is running, because I don't hear myself what I'm saying with these headphones on. But here I might be doing a bit more pauses, because I know this very well. I don't know how many times I watched this, so there's nothing for me unexpected here. I just want to go back to this video and kind of share my first experience of listening to Floor as a part of Nightwish. And yeah, I remember those days 13 years ago when this was released. So without any further ado, I talked a lot, and it's a long performance, almost 11 minutes. We're all set. So Nightwish Ghost Love Score, live in Buenos Aires 2012. Let's go. Let's increase the volume. Yeah, so I just want to, before we proceed, to give a brief history that I had with Floor. At this time, I listened to a few songs from After Forever. I cannot say that I was a fan of the band, because there were also growls at the time. I really was not into growls, and I actually should be revisiting their music a bit, because yeah, ever since like falling in love with Epica somewhere around 2015, I'm more adjusted to to and more open to growls in the music. So yeah, I didn't know much about Floor, and I had no kind of clear expectations of what I'm about to hear, so that made it, I think, even more special. Also, the crowd here was awesome. Before Floor appears, I also just want to quickly say that when it comes to Ghost Love Score, the original version sung by Tarja, it wasn't like it wasn't one of my favorite Nightwish songs. Once was actually one of my dearest albums already at this time. Imaginarium was my number one, and I kind of started listening to Nightwish, I think 2 or 3 months after Annette joined. So for me, there was no this big gap of like changing of Tarja to Annette. For me, it was kind of it's Nightwish, both of those things. So this was actually the first time of me experiencing of a singer being changed, and as it happened with a lot of old songs, look, it's all a matter of taste, but for me personally, Floor elevated most of the older Nightwish stuff, both Tarja era and Annette era, but obviously, to each their own. That's just something personal for me. Anyways, let's hear the goddess herself. Alright, quick pause here. So when this started, I remember I was like actually quite nervous of hearing this for the first time, of hearing Floor, because I loved Annette and I didn't know what Floor is gonna bring. When she started singing this verse, that first verse, I was like, okay, okay, what is happening? And then when she started singing the chorus, I was like, what is happening here? That was something so special. I remember like I went from like being scared to like, oh wow, wow, what is happening? Anyways, let's continue. I think by this time, for the first time, well, actually, every time I listen to this, I think somewhere around here, for the first time when I was listening, I already had my first, as we call it, floorgasm. I could not believe what I'm hearing, and I thought, oh my god, what is happening? Like, opera is back into Nightwish, and yeah, I just, the excitement kept growing as this performance kept progressing, and we're gonna get to the later moments. Let's continue. right, just to pause again quickly here. I'm kind of waiting for a section to be done before saying something. I just have to say I just remembered Yuka on the drums, Marco, who are not in the band anymore. So yeah, I also miss them both, and also at this point Troy was not a full-time member of Nightwish. He was more of a guest singer for the albums and instrumentalist. So yeah, a lot has changed in this 13 years. A lot. This somehow is, I would say, my favorite moment of Nightwish's history. This to Wacken. Let's continue. I think that the crowd adds a lot to this performance. I used to listen to this so much that it became weird hearing it without the crowd singing during this guitar solo. I was like, something is missing. Oh yeah, the crowd singing along. Nice. That's one of the things that I love about this performance and why I like it a bit more than Wacken. It's the intimacy, it's the smaller stage, and it's the great crowd, and it was, I would say, a bit more a part of the performance itself. It just gave it that extra bit of power. Wacken was grandiose, spectacular, but this was a bit more intimate. And also when I listened to Nightwish twice, 2015 in Moscow, 2018 in Budapest, and it was kind of similar, where Moscow was this small theater, almost like atmosphere, much smaller than like arena or an open air festival, and it felt more intimate. It felt like a play. It felt like being kind of connected to the band in a different way. Then in Budapest, it was in arena. It was more spectacular. There was pyro. There was not even pyro in Moscow. It was kind of stage similar to this one. In Budapest, there was pyro. There was everything. It felt like epic. It felt grandiose. But still, that Moscow one, it was kind of a bit more intimate in something which I enjoyed a bit more. Let's go. So yeah, this video alongside with reacting to Nightwish is also like the history of Nightwish and me. Also, just to say that this song, definitely one of the best Nightwish songs of all time. I might have not appreciated it enough before this performance, but also like composition wise and lyrically, it's definitely one of the Nightwish masterpieces. Let's go! At this point, I remember I was already like I hope to live to hear her sing "The Poet and the Pendulum" because she has used her poetic vocals and like chest vocals. So yeah, I was like, I wonder what she could do to Poet and the Pendulum, and we did get to hear it years later. Poet and the Pendulum, to this very day, is my all-time favorite Nightwish song. It was in studio version. It was with Floor performing it. It's absolutely beautiful. We could revisit it if you would want to one day. If you were into this kind of videos, we could do it maybe for 200 video special. Let's put it into consideration. Let's continue with. I probably will shut up for the end of the song now. We can let the goddess speak and masters play. Forgive the Adoring Beast was my Instagram bio for a very long time. Let's continue. I want to shut up and not interrupt this much, but I just have to say that at this point, I first time noticed the energy that Floor Jansen has on the stage alongside with those vocals. And I kept thinking, is there something this woman cannot do? What is this? What is going on? Like, she's commanding this entire crowd. She's incredible. She sings like an angel. Like, what is going on? What's happening? My jaw was already like falling off. But we all know that the best is yet to come. Let's continue. Let's go! And now the grand finale. You cannot pause this ever. Ever. All right. I will bring back this moment. This laugh is like, it's priceless. Empo is like, yep, we got it. She's a keeper. My God. the head banging, the energy, the vocals. And the crowd, I always thought, and I still think, that the crowd is shouting floor, 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 floor the entire time. Yeah. Floor, 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 floor. Alright. I have to say, 13 years later, this still gets me kind of emotional. This a fucking amazing performance, and yeah, this ending is the moment where the jaw drops, goes through a couple of floors, depends where you live on, goes to the goes a couple of floors down, then you have to go to neighbors to pick it up. That final note, which was Floor's improvisation, and you know, for me, her being able to change a song like that to make a good ending, a masterpiece, a hell of an ending, only 2 months in, was something incredible to hear, and I love that she kept doing it. A lot of people would say maybe that this was not like the perfect version of it, but I don't mind any imperfections. If I wouldn't even say there are some. Maybe it wasn't as rehearsed as later, like Wacken, but that kind of also gives it some charm and soul for me personally. So yeah, this performance, I remember being, as I said, worried, scared what's going to be happening to Nightwish. How's the band going to be looking like without Annette? Who's going to be replacing her? After listening to this, I had 2 thoughts. Oh, we are so fine. Actually, 3 thoughts. Oh, we are so fine. What the hell was this? And will she ever sing The Poet and the Pendulum? Those were my 3 words. Oh, actually, and 4, please keep her. Please, please, please keep her in the band. Honestly, and what Nightwish went on later to do with Floor is just amazing. The performances of older songs. There are some songs which I basically didn't even listen to in their original form, and then with Floor covering them, singing them in her own way, made me love them. One of those is The Devil in the Deep Dark Ocean. That was a song which I completely kind of didn't even know that existed, or maybe heard it once when I was going through all the albums back then in like 2007-8. And yeah, but hearing it, I think it was Wacken, I don't know which year, maybe 2015 or 2016. It had like a live stream, so I joined that, and like hearing Devil in the Deep Dark Ocean was like, what the hell? So yeah, also for me personally, Ghost Love score is enhanced since Floor Jansen joined the band. Also those improvisations, though, that moment at the end, actually the entire last scores and that moment in the end, and just like switching between singing styles, the energy that she has, and I will also say the emotion that she sings it with, this and that throughout the entire song, it just makes it the most special piece of music that I have listened to in my life. Yeah, I would say that Poet and the Pendulum is my favorite song and favorite Nightwish song, both with Annette and Floor. But this performance, for everything that it was and that it is to this very day, is my favorite performance of Nightwish. And I don't know what else to say. This is a very long video now, almost half an hour. I talked a lot also during the performance, which is something which I'm not used to, so I don't have much to say now, except that I am so happy. I wouldn't say I'm happy that Annette left, but I have a feeling, or that Tarja left. I don't know where Nightwish would be if Tarja stayed or if Annette stayed, but I like where Nightwish is today, and I love that. I don't know, for me it felt like, yes, that's it. You know, Tarja was a fully operatic singer, fantastic singer. She made Nightwish what it is. Then Annette came with a completely different approach, made Nightwish something else, but in my opinion, Dark Passion Play and Imaginarium were 2 of the musically best albums of Nightwish, and I'm adding once to it. So once Dark Passion Play Imaginarium were peak when it comes to songwriting and the music itself. Also, the Imaginarium had a movie, and it was a huge project, and it was really something special. I might not be as a big fan of studio albums as I was during Annette era. I think. Well, I actually no, I'm not even sure now. I haven't been thinking about it, which is my favorite Nightwish album because it depends on the day and the mood. But yeah, I might have. I haven't been listening to Endless Forms for quite a while now. I do occasionally listen to some songs, obviously The Greatest Show on Earth, but that album felt like, and it was described as like interludes, intermission, The Greatest Show on Earth. Like the focus of that album was The Greatest Show on Earth. Obviously, a masterpiece of a song. There are also some other songs which I really like from that album: Shudder, Weak Fantasy. Pretty much all the songs I like them, but not maybe as much as I did like the songs on Imaginarium. Then we had Human Nature, an album which I absolutely love. I know it's not kind of a fan favorite. I don't understand why, honestly. There is the one song which is kind of difficult to listen to now. That's Endlessness. Ever since Marco left, I really struggle listening to that song. Even though I think, without a joke, that's my top 3 Nightwish songs. Poet and the Pendulum, then probably Endlessness on number 2. And also some amazing things like music, noise, which is the one I love. Pan. Yeah, Pan is also a freaking phenomenal song from that album. So yeah, it's been great. And then Yesterwind is, in my opinion, the best album since Floor joined. It kind of keeps getting better and better. But already with Human Nature, I was like, oh yes, this is great. This is freaking fantastic. Overall, as an album, it was a bit specific because of the entire second instrumental part. Then we have Yesterwind. I still have yet to listen to orchestral version. It's here on the vinyl. Okay, let me show you. All right, bragging time. Hello. So I have the orchestral version here. I'm planning on reacting and listening to it, definitely. I still haven't listened. I think I've heard only, was it Perfume of the Timeless, which was released orchestrally before the album itself, but I still have yet to listen to the entire orchestral album, which I plan to do very soon. Anyways, so yeah, this was kind of a special thing, going back to, well, probably my favorite 10 minutes in music history, and kind of going down the road of my experience with Nightwish and Nightwish's history. I really wanted this video to be something special, so it's not a classic reaction video, and I still kind of felt the need to do something teeny tiny different for this special occasion, because it's like two things at the same time, which kind of happened completely by accident, but I don't mind at all. It turned out perfectly. So yeah, if you like this, and if you would actually like to maybe, I don't know, kind of do a compilation of top 10 favorite Nightwish live performances, I don't know, go back to some other songs of Nightwish and some other performances live from all eras, let me know in the comments. We can come up with something like that. Let me know your opinions on this performance in particular, Nightwish in the past 13 years, and some of your favorite experiences with the band. I truly hope that we are gonna get something special next year for 30th anniversary. Fingers crossed that it's gonna be something special when it comes to one-time concert for 30th anniversary, maybe with an orchestra, even though I don't think Thomas kind of wants to do that anymore. But something special. If I get to go to Finland for Nightwish, it would be a dream come true for me, because it's a dream to visit Finland. And also, I would love to hear Nightwish again for the third time. I don't think I would ever get tired of that. Anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments. How did you like this form of videos? If we should do something like similar to this in the future, and I will see you soon with another reaction. Bye bye. Thanks a lot for watching, and here's to 100 more. Cheers.